Yeah.
Just like this.
And I guess it's a little weird because
So
you're like behind me.
So.
Hey guys, welcome back to.
It's like grabbing your ass.
He's got a knife to my. You got like a shiv to my my kidney.
Yeah, just read
Compliment me or I'll cut you.
Punch in the ATM number.
Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to another Dad Mods video. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the Shoebox Ford and some of the cool shit that we've picked up for it.
Yeah, so we had a buddy of ours, shout out to Cody, make custom lower control arms to match up with the Right Tech airbags you got.
Yeah, man. So for those of you that have looked at shockwaves for an S10, or if you've got an S10 clip or an S10 frame under something, I think maybe Gbodies are the same. There's a handful of chassis that are very similar to the S10, so this might translate. Shockwaves are pretty cool. You'll probably watch our last video where we talked about why they're cool, but basically you've got an airbag that is wrapped around a Fox shock. Look up the brand Fox. They're pretty damn good quality.
They make all the best ones.
So one of the best. It's a pretty amazing performing piece. And so when you're looking at them, there's two options. There's one that uses like the factory mounting points on an S10 lower control arm, and then there's one that uses their fancy special control arms. The one that uses their control arms is actually longer, so it gives you more travel. So it gives you're closer to laying out frame basically by using theirs. The caveat to that is that you're spending a fortune. We're talking, what was it, $1,500?
Yeah, it's I want to say it's between like $1,300 and $1,500.
Yeah, just for their control arms. Now granted, that does come with the upper control arms and the lowers.
Yes.
And it does some their performance-wise, they do some pretty cool stuff as far as correcting the camber changes that happen over the arc of the, sort of the suspension travel, caster angle. So they've got some cool things built into them, but I didn't necessarily want to drop that much money on them, and I really like to spend my money locally if I can help it. So this worked out great because I got a buddy who's really freaking talented at chassis engineering. So Cody Smith of Cody Smith Motorsports is who we're talking about here. And he built custom one-off, these things are meaty, control arms for us. So we're talking, this is 100% made from a jig that he has and then engineered to the specs that I gave him. So we're talking 1.5-inch DOM, so this is beefier than any other arm that we know of that's on the market. Uses Delrin bushings in it, grease zerks, uses a traditional like an S10 ball joint in the front, same with like the Gbodies, but it's got the drop built into it. So this is the drop that allows you to run the shockwaves that are longer.
Now the only minor thing is because these are one-off is we have to do a little bit of trimming so the base of the shockwave doesn't rub, but that's nothing.
So where that comes in is right in here. So we didn't know exactly what kind of angle the shock was going to be at throughout the travel, throughout its the arc that this thing takes. So clearancing comes in here. So we got a little tiny bit of clearancing to do. It's really not bad. And it's built so beefy that it basically Cody gave you the full amount of material there, trimmed a little bit as needed. And it's gonna probably be very little. So we're stoked. And actually the man himself is gonna tell you a little bit about his shop right now.
My name's Cody Smith, and I'm a machinist by trade, but I do run a side business at home called Cody Smith Motorsports. It involves building and tracking my 85 Cutlass as a time attack car and autocross, and I also keep it very much a street car. I do a lot of fab work on it, including tubing work and welding and cutting, that kind of stuff there. Like here, I've just this weekend built a tubular cross member for the car and changed it over to a rack and pinion setup from the stock steering box, all for better performance and reducing weight. Also build engines sometimes, and I take in a lot of customer work that ranges anywhere from doing some jobs that maybe a regular shop doesn't, that involve, because it involves custom work, up to engine swaps and even doing roll cages and other fabricated parts like that. You can follow along with my build on Instagram at asphalt_Gundam. And my YouTube channel is Cody Smith Motorsports, and that has a lot of my racing weekends and some fab videos as well.
Zip.
Magic.
So welcome back. That's Cody. Kick-ass dude. Amazing cars that he's built so far. He's got
incredible fabricator.
That Gbody that, and if you've seen some of our other videos, he's in, what was it, the promo video for the last Machine Caffeine that we did. He's ripping around Brian's track. It's wild how fast that car is.
Just a track purpose built Gbody.
Yeah, it's just like he's engineering everything he can get his hands on with that too. It's like we're talking. So like got a new cross member on it.
Yep,
custom one-off cross member.
Like 12 pounds. He's in the process of making power steering work in it. And
yes, rack and pinion, like powered rack and pinion steering using like sprint car parts and stuff. But he's just like, he's engineering everything. He built a one-off bump steer gauge and stuff for it. It's pretty nuts. Yeah. Some of the stuff that he's put together. So check him out, and you know, if you are looking at having a set of arms or you need something like this made, get in touch with him. In our description of this video, you'll be able to find links to how you can get in touch with him. Follow him on social media, you know, phone number, all that kind of shit. And one last thing I'll leave you with is, so when I was over there the other day picking up these arms and just chatting with him, he told me that he has had, since started building these, this is his second set, that he had somebody contact him about having custom arms made that are longer. So when you're putting an S10 clip under a lot of these classic cars, the S10 clip tapers in a ton. So if you've got like a Chevy 3100 pickup and you put an S10 frame underneath it,
you need something wide up front.
We're talking, it's like 2 inches these wheels end up getting sunken in. And it's not that much different with a shoebox. So had I had Cody make custom arms top and bottom, we could have corrected the spacing issue that you run into by putting an S10 clip on these. So that's something to think about. If you guys need to have that done, you could talk to Cody and he can build control arms that will actually extend it out further and will correct all of that. And another benefit to that is the longer your arms are, the more travel you're going to get out of it as well. So that might work out nice if you're looking to lay frame and do a bag setup. So a few things to think about.
Yeah, let's
yeah, man, so now that you guys have listened to me talk for the last 5 minutes, and Donnie's the eye candy this video.
As always.
Want to thank you guys for tuning in. Again, you can check out how to get in touch with him in the description. Keep watching our videos. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, hit all the buttons. You guys know what to do. So.
Yep.
All right, thanks.
Bye-bye. Finger guns.
Finger guns? Going like stormtroopers, so we're just missing right like this.
Yeah, precisely. Person's in front of you and you're...